This tutorial is going to show you how to add backdrops to your 3D models. Many times you'll want to further customize a crystal to have more than just the image of the people, especially at tourist venues. It makes a good souvenir when you can actually include an icon or an image of the venue that the person is at. So in this case, we're going to assume that these people, or this couple, would like to have the Welcome to Las Vegas sign in the background. This is a 3D model that was already converted on Cockpit3D.com. And all you would really need to do now is click on this button here to add another layer or another file to the crystal. You could add a 3D file, so if you had us make another 3D image, you could add that. If you just simply wanted to Google and find a an image to add as a backdrop as a 2D, you could do that too. You would add it here. Let's just add the Las Vegas sign, and we'll just move it up, and we will move the image of them down a little bit. Now the problem with this image here as a backdrop is that it's not clipped. So when we actually calculate the point cloud by clicking on Go, you'll actually see this rectangular box, and it doesn't look very aesthetic. What you want to do is you want to make sure that the backdrop is clipped, and what that means is that you want it to be on a black background, which translates into a transparency. So you can clip it yourself in Photoshop, or for a very, very nominal fee, you could just go to your Cockpit3D page. You could click on the conversion list, and instead of adding a conversion, which would be a 3D project, you can add a PS project, which is a Photoshop project. And you'd click on clipping here, you'd attach the photo, and you'd receive back an image that is on a black background. So if you did that, for example, it would look like this. Let's just get a clipped image. Whoops. Deleted the wrong layer, so we'll just start over again. We will open the image of the 3D people. We will now open the image of the clipped backdrop. So you can see here that the backdrop is now on black, and we will move these people a little forward. It's the front image here. We don't want them touching the backdrop, so let's just from our left perspective click on move and move them forward a little bit. And then we can also add text. And now what we're going to do is we're going to click on Go. And you will now see how it looks nice with the backdrop. Now you could also make this a 3D backdrop, and you don't have to pay every time. If you pay once and get the 3D CI file from us, you can then reuse it over and over again. So you could simply just send this image on Cockpit3D. In this case, you would send it as a conversion order, so add conversion, and just send it as a conversion order, and you will then be able to use that 3D clip art as a backdrop every single time. The options are there, but it's a very simple process, and it gives more value to what you're creating when making 3D crystals for your customers.